Coming up on I'm Not Judging But Today.
No children, nothing.
No children and no car seat.
Oh.
This sounds like a marriage problem, not a parenting problem. That's a communication breakdown. I can swing wildly from feeling like the most competent, best mum in the world, and then within 15 minutes you're like, well, may as well just give him to your dad.
Hello and welcome to I'm Not Judging, but the podcast where we, three mums of school-age kids, dive into the hilarious, chaotic and sometimes questionable world of modern parenting. I'm Bryony May Williams.
I'm Charlie Fuge.
And I'm Vix Wilshire. We're not experts and we're definitely not perfect.
But we're in the thick of it, just like you.
We're here to say the things you're thinking with absolutely no judgment. Well, maybe just a little bit. Hey, gorgeous girls, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Look at us, we're all so festive today.
Little sprinkling.
And we didn't even say anything to each other.
Oh my God, I know.
turned
We
out
clearly
like
all just had very festive weekends. Have we all put up the tree this
It's
weekend?
done. Tick. Done.
Are you fake or real Christmas tree?
Fake. Fake here.
Fake here. Mine's made out of old fake Christmas trees, all recycled and put together.
Oh my God, I love that. It's a
know.
Christmas
I
tree made of
know.
Christmas trees.
I know.
Like the
It's full
Russian
Christmas.
dolls.
Yeah.
So how have your weeks been? Charlie, what have you been up to?
A wholesome week this week, to getting out the decorations. We went to a little farm shop. Which is always exciting because they've always got like the chutneys and the marmalades and all things like that.
I do love a farm shop.
Yes.
So do I.
Yeah. And making like soup. We made a potato and leek soup and watched Home
It's
Alone.
wholesome. Oh my God, that's so wholesome.
Oh, that's
Yes.
so nice. Just like nice
Oh.
and easy and calm.
It
and
was a good one. It was a
lush.
good one. Trying to take it steady.
Yeah. Good,
Defo.
that's good.
Me and the girls have been practicing our Christmas carols because for years they've been like, can we please go caroling, please? So we're actually going to do it this year. I've printed it all off and we've been practicing. Watch out, Shire.
She's coming. She's coming. And we went to a baby shower, didn't we, yesterday, Vicky?
Yes, we did.
For lovely Evie. So,
Oh,
but this
little
is,
Eve.
we're at the age now where our friends are starting to become grandmothers, which is
It's
like,
mad.
it's a bit of a shock to the system though, isn't it? When you're like,
Yeah.
I'm old enough, because I've got a couple of friends now who grandbabies or grandbabies on the way. And it was like, oh my God, we're old enough to be grandparents.
where we are now.
Called?
What would you be called?
Yeah, because I just feel like I can't be called nanny right now.
No. Our friend's going for Gigi, which I think is really cute.
I love that.
Okay, that's very like still cool.
Yeah, still cool, because she's literally the most glamorous human being in the world. She can't be grandma
Gigi.
or Nana. Gigi, yeah. Gigi. So yeah, it just works for her because she's so glam. But I'm still reluctant to believe that we're old enough to be grandparents. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Now, today, we've got a very exciting guest on, comedian Felicity Ward. Vix in particular, I think, is very excited about this. So she made it to the finale of Dancing with the Stars, Australia. Amazing. She plays the lead character in the Aussie version of The Office. So like the David Brent, Ricky Gervais character.
So great.
She's an amazing stand-up comedian and a mother. So we need to find out how she does it all.
Yeah, how does she do that?
I don't know.
Absolutely. Today, we've got a great Overheard in the playground as well. It's all about parent-child parking spots. So we'll come back to that.
Ooh, controversial.
Ooh.
We also have a great voice note from one of our first ever grandparents. Isn't that cute?
Looking forward to that one.
Love that. On I'm Not Judging, but today we are ridiculously excited to have this brilliant guest joining us. She's a comedian, she's an actor and a writer, fearless, funny. Please welcome the wonderful Felicity Ward.
Yay! It's nice to be here. Hello.
She's just slammed a banana next
I've
to
had a
water.
banana. I've got some glass.
You've
Also,
hydrated.
I like drinking out of children's cups.
I love that.
I still,
Hey.
I feel safer. I can drink a coffee out of a glass, but if it's water, I'm like, I don't trust myself. I'm going to spill it. I'm going to spill it either on the table or myself. So let's, And this variety is a Taronga Zoo Conservation Society Australia Cup. So
Oh,
there you
love
go.
that. That's nice. Nice bit of promo for the zoo.
So if you are at Sydney Zoo anytime soon, that was, I think, the first time I took my son. He would have been like 2 years old, something like that. You think kids are going to be really stoked with the zoo from the second they're born, and they don't know what an animal is, actually. They know what a drawing of an animal is, but you're like, oh, my God, it's a gibbon. They're like, look at that pigeon. You're like, babe, pigeons are free. We're paying for the gibbon. I have quite a few little things from like Australia and New Zealand, and when I go away to work, I sort of bring them home because I'm away from my son. It's probably just trying to assuage the guilt that will never leave. It's really fun. I'm sure that everyone has mum guilt, but it's quite uncommon for the mum to be the one that goes away for periods of time, and I just have to go. Just imagine you're in the army. They wouldn't be having a go at you if you're in the army. No one's having a go at me, by the way. This is all in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
Hard relate.
bless
Yeah,
you.
yeah, fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. And I buy Nora so much stuff because I'm like, I feel so bad. Have presents.
Do you know what? I think I used to. I think I've toned that back. I'm like, you know what? This is going to keep happening, and I'm not going to keep buying you presents because this flat is not big enough for more.
So, Felicity, what is your family setup? How many kids we talking? Where are you in the world? Because you live in the UK now, don't you?
I am. It's funny. I was talking about this the other day. I'm going to write stand-up about it. I actually want to write it down so I remember to write stand-up about it. But there is nothing in the family that I am raising that is the same way that I was raised.
Okay.
So apart from having a heterosexual parents, I grew up, my mum and dad were together until 3 months after I left home, as if they weren't staying together for the kids. And I wish they'd broken up sooner. Anyway, I grew up in the bush and on the beach by two parents who were together for 23 years, surrounded by family. Like the first 11 years of my life, I lived on the same road as my grandma and grandpa and two lots of uncles and aunties, and then the other one lived 5 minutes around the road. So like all of us were there. I have a sibling, a sister that's 2 years older, and now I am a divorced single parent with no family living in the city renting. So I have no blueprint for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I am fucking raw dogging this like you couldn't believe. Everything I do, I'm like, question mark? This?
Oh, yeah.
Is this a thing? Are we calling child services about that, or is that all right?
It's fine.
It's
It has to be.
It has to be, yeah. So how many kids have you got?
I've got one son who's 6 years old. So he has no siblings. So I don't know how to raise one kid. I know how to raise two sisters because that's what I was. I'm like, oh, I got that.
Yeah.
But one boy, I'm like, Jesus Christ. What's normal at this age? Who do you have a bath with? No one? Okay.
Do you have a dog? Get that involved.
No, fucking hell, mate. I've got enough on my plate.
Yeah.
I don't want to be cleaning up. I've already cleaned up shit. I've been through that period. I don't want to do that again.
No.
No.
Fair.
If you walk the dog, I love dogs, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I haven't got a garden. I'm on a first floor flat. I'm not bringing another animal into this house other than me and my son.
That's it.
Two animals.
Yeah.
So, do you get to go back to Australia much?
Last year I did. Last year I went back 5 times. So I go back a lot for work, and I was out there this time last year I went out for like 10 weeks. So this is my first British winter for a couple of years. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this. Uh-oh.
Sorry about that.
Everyone's like, oh, time to buy a sad lamp again.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
My mum's got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has it on every day.
Yeah. Get it into my eyeballs, baby.
Yeah. Did you? So you look at your family setup now, and obviously, is that how you imagined life when you sort of
Yes.
pictured being
I
a
dreamed
parent?
of being divorced and single parent in a city that hates me. That's my fantasy. That is.
Or did you picture it more like when you were growing up? Like how, like,
Yeah, it's really weird. Like even as a when my boy was really young, it would be days like today where it would be rainy. This is before he was at nursery, before he was school, and I'm like, where do we go? During lockdown, I remember speaking to my sister and she's like, yeah, we're in hard lockdown. Her and my niece were on the beach for 3 hours that morning because that's just what like. I don't have any other plan than go to the beach or go for a bushwalk because that's what I did for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have any cultural stimulation, but mate, there wasn't a fucking tree that I didn't climb.
Yeah, that sounds
So like it's not even a sad thing. It's just not having an instinct for a city.
Yeah. Very, very different.
Yeah, your default setting is a non-applicable.
Yeah.
So we used to live when my son was born, we used to live only a couple of suburbs down, and but we did have like a little stream creek near where we lived, and so I used to take my boy down when he was a baby, and like we were in there a lot. Not anyone else was, but I'm like, you gotta go in a creek, don't you? Like a stream.
Yes.
Like, isn't that what you? Yeah. So I did as much of that as I could. And I'm not an adventurous thinker. When I panic, I don't go, well, what are my options? I go, well, these are my options.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is where we are.
I don't think big. I'm like, all right.
This is it.
We're making Play-Doh at home. Well, I've done that once. Now what do I do for the next 2 years of your life?
Would you ever move back?
Oh, I mean, if my ex-husband wasn't British, I would have been there the second we broke up. But there is a child involved.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's, I don't know, maybe that's a down the road conversation / court case. But apart from that.
Well, right now.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, it's Christmas. I'm getting him on the line.
She's gone.
We're moving. No, I'm joking.
We'll be mediators if you want to get him in.
Sure.
That seems legal. That seems like that would be in my best interest to get you three
Absolutely.
to mediate my custody situation.
Look at us.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah,
what we're doing.
100%.
We know.
You'd know that we'd fully be on your side, so it would be
Obviously.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the case with most women. You hear like the woman's side and you're like, yeah, I don't need to hear anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever you said,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, do
100%.
it.
Back you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would she be lying?
Has your boy picked up any like Aussieisms from you?
Do you know what? It happened yesterday. We have changeover day on Sunday. So we do our agreement is Our share is we do 1 week on, 1 week off, and we have like an hour of family time together every Sunday when one of us drops him off. And I was talking, so Sunday we have burgers and chips. It helps with like it's a meal that he really likes. My ex, no, I'm joking. My son, and so we try and make like, because it's been, we've broken up for 3 years. We've been separated for 2, but like he's still young. He's 6, so there's still lots of stuff that he still finds it tricky, understandably.
Yeah, of course.
So we try and make the Sunday as smooth a transition as possible. So he has burgers on a Sunday in whatever house he's in. So yesterday I was like, honey, we've only got these chips. And he looked at me and he go, did you say chips? And I went, pardon? And he goes, you said chips. And I was like, that's my Australian accent, mate, chips. And he goes, chips? He just couldn't. He thought I was just being funny. I'm like, no. Sometimes he goes, Mummy, am I doing my Australian accent? Hello. And I'm like, all right, there's no need for that. He loves being half Australian. He's very proud of being half Australian. He's half Australian and then he's half Greek British.
Oh, that's a very cool mix.
So if he was to describe you in 3 words, what do you hope he'd say? And also, what do you secretly fear that he will say?
Oh, that is such a sad question. No, not sad. I mean an emotional question. Like to think about, I don't know if you're like this, but I feel I can swing wildly from feeling like the most competent, best mum in the world, where I'm like, this kid's fucking lucky to have me.
I hear
like,
you.
imagine if every kid had me. And then within 15 minutes, you're like, well, may as well just give him to your dad because you're a piece of shit and you can't do anything. And that's it's more stark when you are a single parent. I don't know if any of you are single parents, but it's you don't have any reassurance.
No,
and if you
anyone to
already
bounce
have,
off of. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no tag out.
Yeah.
You're like, there's no like, hey, I'm about to hit him. Can you step in? You're like,
yes.
oh no, I'm about to hit him. I better,
Lock
And
myself
people
in the bathroom.
Yeah, for people, I've done that. I've absolutely done that.
Yeah.
For people that don't have kids, the instinct is not, you do not think that you are about to hit them, but you feel a size of emotion that you cannot regulate with them while they are also heightened. And if you are undiagnosed ADHD like I am, it makes dysregulating even more difficult. So you've got 2 6-year-olds going, one of us is supposed to be the parent. I'm like, not me. That actually happens more than I would like. Well, the great thing about being the person that I am is I have a lot of fun with my son, and I'm a real idiot, and I'm very juvenile, and we like play games, and then he's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, me too. And I'm like, God damn it, that's me.
Yeah.
And then I look in the fridge, I'm like, I don't know, salami sandwich again.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh, that's right. We had a question, wasn't it? So three words that I think my son would describe me as. I think he would describe me as funny. I think he would describe me as loving. And I think I'm very loving. That's not to say that I don't use my big voice sometimes when I've had a fuck enough. But I don't swear at him. That is shocking but true. What is the third thing? It's hard to think. I don't know if...
It's quite difficult looking at it from like their perspective, looking at you.
Yeah.
I reckon he thinks you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you know
He
what?
must do.
He does only because, not only because, but one of the reasons is I used to say, if he didn't say please or thank you, I'd say, honey, did you mean to say thank you, my beautiful, darling angel mother?
Yes, I used to do that.
Yeah. And so sometimes he'll go, excuse me, my darling angel, beautiful mother.
Oh, I love it.
That.
And I'm like, what do you want?
Yeah.
And he's like, unconditional love. Fair, fair.
It's time for our section that we like to call Overheard in the Playground. It's basically gossip that we've overheard.
Lovely,
And we
delicious.
like to dissect
Absolutely.
it. Our Charlie's heard something this week. What you got, babe?
Wow. There was a bit of a standoff in a car park. So
My favourite place for a fight. My favourite. It's my spiritual homeland, a car park. Was it at a shopping centre?
It was.
'Cause Yeah, see, that's
you know.
that's where I'm safest, is in a car park in a shopping centre. That's like my church.
Absolutely. So the fight happened because somebody parked in a parent-child position and did not have a child.
A car
with
seat in the
them.
background?
No children, nothing.
No children and no car seat.
No, none of it. So just
Unacceptable.
parked, but had like I want to say it's a ute, like a
Yeah.
small thing with a really big back. So
Tray, yeah.
so parked that car probably because the parent-child spaces are bigger, right? So
Yeah.
didn't want to get the
Doesn't
car.
matter, mate.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So
Sorry.
opinions.
I flew into a rage once in a John Lewis car park
Same.
at a lady who had parked in the kids' space, and she didn't have any children. She was probably in her 60s, and I leant out the window and, excuse me, I've got a 6-month-old baby here. I should be able to park in that space, not you. And she called me a fishwife and then walked away.
A fishwife? What does that mean?
I didn't know what a fishwife was, right? So I had to look it up. I was like great insult. I didn't even know what you're talking about. But apparently...
Nothing like getting burned retrospectively.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, So when they used to sell the fish, they'd be like, oh, the fish, this, that, like in the markets and stuff. Salmon, trout. Someone who shouts loudly in an annoying fashion. And so that's what I was like, oh, fishwife. I went, you don't even have a child in your car. I mean, your children are probably in university now anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, you better.
Burn.
Get them with the age, Bronnie. Get them with the age.
Get them with the age, but also they're probably very educated.
Yeah. You should have just parked her in. Just parked across the back of her.
No, I did wait until she came back out.
And that is the commitment to British passive aggression
Oh my God,
that
right?
you will
No.
not get in Australia.
Yeah.
That
No.
is, that
That
is.
is hardcore.
Fully
I
commit.
love it.
What have you got coming up, Felicity? Are you doing a tour? Are you doing some more acting? Tell us.
I'm doing a tour. I'm doing a new show next year for Melbourne Comedy Festival, Sydney Comedy. This is actually a world premiere. I don't think I've said it anywhere. But yeah, I'm doing half of Melbourne Comedy Festival, Sydney Comedy Festival, New Zealand Comedy Festival, and then I'll do Edinburgh next year as well.
Wow.
And then I'll do a UK tour at some point.
Yay!
Amazing. This is very exciting.
Do you think you're going to be doing any more acting anytime soon? Because I've been watching you.
My agent.
I will.
People say that all the time. They're like, so do you want to do more acting? I'm like, I've wanted to do more acting since I was 7.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
has it been something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I never wanted to do stand-up.
Really?
Stand-up was like not my plan. I didn't start till I was
Really?
27. Yeah. I only wanted to do acting. That was it. And then sort of fell into sketch comedy and then fell into stand-up. And then
Yeah.
I did my first stand-up gig. I was like, oh, this is all I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, wow.
And then I've done more acting as a stand-up than I ever did
Yeah.
as an actor.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, you were fantastic. I've been watching The Office and it looks
Oh, thanks,
so
mate.
much fun. Like,
It
it's
was-
just brilliant.
So I couldn't believe it. Like every day was just like, oh, can you be funny for 12 hours? I'm like, yes,
Yes,
I can. And they're like, do whatever you want. I'm like, you will regret that. Thank you.
I love it. I can see
What a
it. You've
job.
got definite license to do what you want.
Oh,
Is it all improv, or is there kind of
No.
structure to it?
There's very much a script. And then like we'd get the shot and then Jackie, who was the director, said, do you want to just do a take? And I was like, yes, I do. Like, you know, some days you feel weirder than other days. And often there's some things that didn't make it that you're like, oh, why didn't that make it in? That was so funny. And I was nervous to watch it because obviously like the whole world was angry at me personally, like I'd written it or cast myself. Like I wasn't just a mum that really likes acting and got the role of a lifetime. Anyway, they were very secretive about it. Like I didn't see it until a month before it went on Amazon. So
Wow.
I watched the first one and the first one I still think it's very light on jokes. It's very heavy on exposition. That's sort of what happens with sitcoms. The first
Yeah.
episode can be a bit clunky. And then from the second episode on, I was like, oh, I would absolutely watch this show.
Yeah.
Like I like it more and more. And I've probably only seen it through twice.
You've had an amazingly varied career because you were on Dancing with the Stars as well, weren't you?
I was this
That's
year. Yeah.
That is
amazing. That is honestly, I have so much respect and everything. Just can you tell us about it? Because it just sounds. I mean, you got to the finale, like, wow.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Is
It's-
it really?
Apart from parenting, it is. I had. Okay, so let me tell you, it was this time last year. It was this week last year. It was like the 5th of December because it was such an insane. I'm trying to paint the picture here.
Yeah, please
So
do.
my life is very bleak this time a year ago. I'm nearly 2 years into separation. The divorce is not final. I'm still living in the house that we owned. It was completing on the 17th of December. So I am in a 3-bedroom house in the suburbs, 1 week on, 1 week off with my son, trying to pack. I just had to delay half of my tour because I basically had a mental breakdown after doing the office press tour, which was insane, and then coming back and like driving myself. I was broke as. Another like myth that people have is that you get paid the same as Steve Carell and Ricky Gervais when you're in Australia, and you don't. And so it was on the Wednesday, which was about the 5th of December, something like that, we found out, and it was only a month after the show had gone out, that we were not getting a second series of The Office. And I was really shocked, and I was just shocked. I wasn't desperately sad, but I was really shocked. And then the next day we have these awards called the Actor Awards, which is kind of like our BAFTA Awards. And so the next day we got nominated for Best Comedy Performance and Best Sitcom. Wow. And I was like, the great irony. And then the next day my agent said, hey, the people from Dancing with the Stars want to know if you would be up for doing it, but it starts on the 7th of January. My son and I were already going out for 2 weeks and we were supposed to be coming back on the 4th of January, so he would be back for school. So I am like trying to logistically figure out if I want to do this, if I can do this, if I can get my son home, how I'm going to pack my house down. Can I afford to get to the 17th of December when I get the money for the house? Like, it was just so stressful. And I thought, oh my God, I had this very naive thought that I was going to take this job and then I'd be like dancing every day and I'd be living with my sister and I'd be near the beach and I'd just cure my mental illness. I genuinely thought this was going to cure my mental illness. So we ended up figuring out a plan. My son stayed for an extra week. My best friend, like by a miracle, was visiting her sister in Sydney. So she went home with my son on the plane. I stayed there. And then I started rehearsals. The first week was great. And then the second week was like, I hate failing. I really hate failing. And you do, for 7 hours, all you do is fail. That's all you do. And because Australia does it differently, where you don't know who any of the other contestants are, you rehearse for 5 weeks in isolation. You don't know the other contestants. And then they pre-record the entire series. So it's the only territory in the world that pre-records, and then they do the voting by half studio audience, half judges' scores.
Wow.
So I'm like 3 or 4 weeks in and I'm like, do I need to go back on my antidepressants because I cannot handle this level of failure, of difficulty? And like the thing about the dancers are, number one, they're professional dancers. So they're no mercy. They do, and my beautiful dancer who will be my bro for the rest of my life, he's just like, anytime I was like sad, he's like, yep, just tell me when you're ready.
Oh.
Like, no, and it was just, they're just tough. They've done it for 15, 17 seasons. Yeah. They've seen it.
Yeah.
He's like, yep, you got an injury? Cool, strap it up, let's go. You just like, and we're Australian on top of that. So it's a lot more acceptable to speak to people like that over there. But what ended up happening was every time I danced the full dance, I'd get the massive rush of serotonin and dopamine and adrenaline, everything I get from performing because I'm a performer by nature. And what I didn't realize until the show started filming, I realized that my definition of resilience was that I can take a punch, that there's no amount of punches that I could take. But I really thought that the rest of my life was probably going to be just a bunch of punches. And I didn't realize how sad I'd been for like 5 years. Yeah. And then what happened with the show is we would have sometimes only a 3-day turnaround between episodes.
Oh my God.
So like you're rehearsing all day and you're running the dance and it's only 90 seconds, but you're going full pelt. Yeah. And then you'll sit down, you'll talk about what you can work on, la, la, la. And then you have to do a creative rehearsal, which is where you go into the studio and you dance the dance in the space with cameras so you can see where you're going to, like when you're going to look at the camera or when you're going to look at the audience or where you're going to face. You do that 3 times. And then the next day you do full dress rehearsals and you do rehearsals. And on the day you do 3 full performances of the dance.
Wow.
And so 3 times a day in those 3 days in between, I'm getting this massive rush of this is incredible, this is amazing. Then in between, it's very stressful. We're doing spray tans, we're doing fittings, we're getting notes, where like my feet are blistered. And what it did is it literally rewired my brain to subconsciously train myself that I knew physiologically, not just logically, that things can be very bad and very good at the same time.
Wow.
And I did not know until I'd gone through the show. I did not believe that.
Yeah.
And it sort of did it without me. It was nothing concerted that I did. It was nothing conscious that I did.
Yeah.
It just sort of happened to me. And so by the end of it, I found myself at the airport looking forward to coming back to London, and I can't tell you how many years it had been since I was at the airport not going, oh my God, I miss my family, I miss the beach, I miss the food, I just want to be here, I don't know how to get out of London, I'm trapped. Like that is the tape that I had for a decade. And then here I was, a divorced single mum, and then I had to move back to, I had to move into my first place to rent. I'd never rented anywhere by myself, and I had to do all these really they're not scary to other people, but they're scary to me. I had to buy a TV by myself without anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
I had to buy a couch and figure out if it would fit up my stairs. I had to buy a dinner table, and I had to make all these decisions as a parent. Like if it was just me, I would feel sad and weird about this anyway. But you don't like, I don't know if you get this. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm grown up enough to be a parent.
I know,
Yeah.
definitely.
All the time. Yeah.
And that's all on you. Everything's on you when you're a
Everything.
single parent.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's no
everything.
like, my sister's like my best friend in the world, and like we grew up around families. So not being able to like just go, hey, can you keep an eye on him? I've just got to get some. I can't get butter.
Yeah.
He's got to
If
come and
he's
get
not
butter
well,
with me.
he's got to go with exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no tag team. But I also need to say that like his dad is incredibly involved in his life, and his dad is an incredible father, like an incredible father. Not just like I'm not giving him I'm not talking him up. He's an incredible father. And his mum is an incredible grandmother, an amazing yaya, and I love her and we get along still. So it's not like I have no support. I don't have my family. I don't have
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different. And as magical as she is, she's like my heart. I couldn't live here without her. I love her so much. But it's not my sister. It's not like and I divorced her son, or we divorced each other. So there's like, she lovingly and respectfully stays out of it. Sometimes you just need someone in your corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And my sister's a single mum, and so I think that I've done more than I could ever dream that I was capable of this year. My mind, I feel like a different person.
Yeah.
I feel like I have not been this person for a decade, nearly a decade. A decade's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but definitely since before I had a kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it really has changed.
It literally has changed my life. I'm not saying that to be because, I'm talking to Claudia and Tess. It changed my life. It changed my brain.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that like exercise is good for you.
No.
It was actually something very different and something deeper that I don't think that I could have fixed just with exercise, and haven't been able to fix in therapy.
Yeah.
So it was sort of something halfway between that. And as a result of that, and I say this to anyone who has depression. So depression has sort of been my biggest obstacle, I would say. I had postnatal depression, and then, just going through a divorce. And then prior to that, I was depressed as well. What I used to do is I'd go to the gym when I was feeling really bad mentally and go, well, you got to drag yourself out of this, because if you go worse than this, we're going to get in trouble. So I'd go to the gym, I'd put on my phone, I'd watch a TV show, I'd resentfully be on the treadmill for half an hour. And what Dancing with the Stars did is it gave me a muscle base, and it turns out that I love feeling strong.
Yeah.
So it's not about me going, I've got to get out of this bad mental state. It's like, I want to be able to fucking lift shit.
Yeah.
And it feels like, especially as a single parent and especially as a woman, I would have I live on a first floor apartment, and just say I had 8 shopping bags.
Yeah.
I used to have to go down, or when we lived at the last place, I'd have to do a couple of bags at a time out of the car, walk them down the stairs, go into the house, go back out. And now I just grab all of them because I go to the gym because I'm strong.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Right, we've got a game for you, Felicity. We played this with your friend and fellow comedian Jess Foster-Q, also someone who
My
loves...
love.
Yeah.
She's hench.
She is hench. We love Jess. So it's a quick fire round, okay? So all you need to do is answer as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay, here you go. No, but it's going to happen. It's happening anyway. Snack that you'd steal from your kid's lunchbox.
Popcorn. Popcorn. Or the yo-yos. I love a yo-yo.
Yes, it's fruit. What's the worst thing your kid has said in public?
He said in front of my mother-in-law before I went out when she was babysitting, Mummy, and I said, yeah. And he goes, is that called fashion? Yeah. He was 5. This was a couple of months ago. I'm like, I'm wearing denim. This is the
Brutal.
most chilled outfit I've ever worn.
Oh, kids are so mean. Most overrated parenting advice.
I don't think I've taken a lot of advice.
I love that.
Mate, I'm getting by on the smell of an oily rag. You know what I mean?
All right, would you rather step on Lego or listen to Baby Shark on repeat?
Step on Lego. every
Yes,
day
defo.
under my feet instead of carpet or wood.
Wow, that's strong feelings.
That's a bad song.
Terrible. It's terrible.
This is the thing, if you have ADHD, if you hear a song that you like, you can play it over and over and over again. My son and I sang the Gummy Bears theme song in the car, parked 3 times today before we went to school. If you don't like that song, it is like pouring acid onto your soul.
Yeah.
Well, acid onto your soul. That's
That's
deep.
what it feels like.
Kids show you'd happily ban forever. Not gummy bears, obviously.
Bing.
Bing.
Funny.
Bing.
Yeah.
It is.
Such a miserable little He took me a bigot. Harden the fuck up, Bing. Jesus.
Jesus, Bing.
Sharing is caring, okay?
What's your mum rage trigger?
being hit in the face, being touched and hit near the eyes and in the face and
The
around my
touching.
head.
Yeah.
You know when you get touched out? When you're like,
Yeah.
we've used all the touches today, mate. There's none left. If you push me a little bit hard, I'm going to cry or scream.
Right, last one. What's something that your kid has taught you?
That he's only 6. That's the thing that whenever I behave in a way that I'm not proud of as a parent, I'm like, he's just 6.
Yeah.
Like he's just being 6, which is really good for the guilt. Sorry to bring it down. As I said, I can make anything sad.
But sometimes funny too.
Sometimes funny too.
Ooh, biddy boop bop bow. It's time for Between You and Me, our listeners' chance to spill the tea and ask us for our advice. Are you good at giving advice, Felicity?
I love giving advice.
Great.
I don't
Particularly
know
if
if I'm
it's
good at it, but I love it.
that's what we love too. Unsolicited and unqualified. So you
Yes.
fit right in. This week we've got a voice note from our first grandparent, Sue in London. Let's have a listen. Come on, Sue.
Hi, I'm a grandmother of 4 beautiful little boys who live quite away from us. My problem is that whenever my husband sees them, all he wants to do is feed them sweets and pancakes and chips and chocolate. How do we stop him doing it without offending him? Because he gets very easily offended. But my daughter and son both are not crazy about the idea of them being fed these lovely treats. Your help would be appreciated. Thanks.
This sounds like a marriage problem, not a parenting problem. That's a communication breakdown. If I may take the floor with this one.
Please.
The floor is yours.
I feel like you can like introduce some, like go, hey, love the pancakes, love the treats. Grandparents, of course, that's our job. We're going to do that. Let's also introduce 2 vegetables in the day.
Nice.
Let's just put some in the rotation so it's only slightly less of the sweets and slightly more of the veg.
Yes.
And then over time you can introduce another one. Like this is called fruit. I think they'll like it.
This is a winder.
Training him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're training your husband. You're not training the kids.
No.
The kids are going to eat whatever you put in front of them. Or
Absolutely.
the sweetest thing.
Absolutely.
I don't know about your kids. I'm very lucky that fruit is not an issue at all.
They love the expensive fruit, don't they? It's like the
God
endless
damn it.
raspberries and strawberries and blueberries.
Can I have a
I'm like,
mango? I don't know. Have you got a mortgage? You got a loan?
I won't even eat like the like normal apples you get now. They're like, oh, can we please get the pink ladies?
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
Jesus
why
Christ.
the pink lady?
I know. I spoilt them once, and now
I
they're
know.
like, these apples are disgusting.
I need a
want
guava.
pink ladies.
This is where I'm a very annoying Australian. It's difficult eating fruit over here because you don't.
So
I mean,
minging.
I'm desensitized to it now. But I used to like eat a banana and go, why doesn't this taste of banana?
Yeah.
Why does this taste like cardboard? And then and now I'm like desensitized to it. But I go home, I'll eat a mango and cry. Like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable because we don't import fruit. We don't really have to import fruit or vegetables.
It's that sunshine.
We're a semi-tropical
Yeah, and
climate.
also how access to things like fresh fruit and veg is so difficult. I worked on something the other week, and it was all about how it was easier to buy a vape than an apple in a lot of places.
Oh God,
in
that's
the UK,
so
and that's
depressing.
Isn't it?
Like, yeah.
So Roisin Conity is one of my favourite jokes that I've ever heard. She's
I love
so
her.
smart. It was maybe 10 years ago, and she goes, putting the price up of cigarettes won't mean that people smoke less cigarettes. It'll just mean that poor people eat less fruit.
Yeah.
That was a decade ago.
yeah.
And I just looked at her, I'm like, God damn it, if I could write a joke that smart.
I know.
Yeah,
But it's true. It's funny, but it's true. And that's depressing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, Sue, look, have a word
So-
with the hubby. Try and get him on board. Maybe sneak in as much fruit as you can. But also, it is your right as a grandparent.
Yeah.
Your house, your rules.
Sugar
So-
them up.
Anyway, we hope that helps, Sue. And we hope that you are enjoying our unqualified friendly advice, as we love hearing from you all. So please keep sending us emails into imnotjudgingbutpod@gmail.com or DM us a voice note on Instagram at imnotjudgingbutpod. And if you've enjoyed listening to today's episode, then please give us a review on whichever podcast platform you're on right now. That would really help us. Thank you very much. Right.
Thank you.
We're going to finish, Felicity, how we like to finish with every guest. You're going to finish this sentence off for us, please. I'm not judging, but, and then say one of the things that winds you up within the realm of parenting. So, for example, you might say, I'm not judging, but there's always so much food on the floor when the children eat. Why do I even bother giving them a plate?
I'm not judging, but I don't know why they bother with toilet rolls when my son will just pull the whole thing off the roll and then go, Mummy, look at this is funny. I'm like, no, it's not. It's expensive, mate. It's expensive.
Yeah.
You roll that back up, please. But it's all the way out. You're going to roll it back up.
Here's a fun
I'm
game.
not doing it for you.
It's a fun game.
Wasn't it fun pulling it out? Let's see if it's as fun putting it back in. Oi, oi. Sorry.
Innuendo.
Yeah, sorry.
Yay. Oh dear, amazing. Right, thank you so much, Felicity, for joining us today. We've loved having
pleasure.
a chat with you. And you can find Felicity online at Felicity Ward. Thanks, Charlie and Vix. As always, lovely ones. We'll be back next week when we'll be joined by my wonderful friend and fellow Bake Off contestant, Nelly Gaffar. Total legend. I know. Amazing. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.